From the national newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White. Ottawa says it's redirecting stronger revenues to support households and the economy. Today's spring economic statement highlights the health of Canada's pocketbook. But as Canadian Press reporter Craig Lord explains from Ottawa, the document also contains significant levels of economic uncertainty in the years ahead.
A lot of that is related to uncertainty over how the war in Iran will resolve. If that conflict lasts for a sustained period of time, the federal government, yes, might get a little bit of a boost in terms of higher oil revenues for the federal coffers, but long-term, the federal government does see some weakness coming potentially for the economy.
Officials say the deficit is $11.5 billion lower than expected, with $54.5 billion in new costs and spending since November. Meanwhile, the spring economic statement also includes a plan to ban cryptocurrency ATMs to try to tackle financial crimes. The government says Canadians will still be able to buy crypto from so-called brick-and-mortar businesses. Newfoundland and Labrador says stalled pharmacare negotiations have created an unfair patchwork of coverage. Provincial Health Minister Leila Evans says she's not pleased the federal government has stopped negotiating and the province is still pushing for a deal. Prime Minister Mark Carney's government has not signed any new pharmacare agreements with the provinces and territories in the year since it was first elected. Manitoba Premier Wab Kinew says tech companies could be fined billions under the province's social media ban. The government's move would restrict social media and AI chatbots for Manitobans aged 16 and under. The King is in Washington, where he's addressed the U.S. Congress.
The essence of our two nations is a generosity of spirit and a duty to foster compassion, to promote peace, to deepen mutual understanding, and to value all people of all faiths and of none.
The visit's designed to emphasize a bond between the two countries that can withstand current political turmoil. U.S. President Donald Trump's UK relations have soured as he tries to rally support for his war in Iran. One analyst says Rogers Communications' employee buyout offer could mark the start of a cost-cutting wave throughout Canada's telecom industry.
Rogers is offering voluntary departure and retirement packages to an undisclosed number of its employees, with Bloomberg reporting around 10,000 people would be eligible. An analyst at Desjardins says it could rank among the largest telecom workforce reductions in recent memory, noting there's room for more cost-cutting among other large telecom companies. Rogers, whose workforce totaled around 25,000 people in 2025, announced last week that it's cutting capital spending by 30% compared with last year because of regulatory and competitive pressures. Michelle Zedekian, The Canadian Press.
In sports, it's do or die tonight for Connor McDavid and the Edmonton Oilers. The NHL's defending Western Conference champs are at home. They need to beat the Anaheim Ducks to climb back into their first-round playoff series. Oilers forward Leon Draisaitl says the team has to defend better.
They just keep playing their game, and we haven't been able to hold that off, so it's a chance for us to change it.
Meanwhile, McDavid is a game-time decision tonight after he missed today's team skate. Toronto pitcher Trey Savage makes his first start of the season tonight as the Toronto Blue Jays continue a 3-game series with the visiting Boston Red Sox. The CFL will kick off its season 2 weeks earlier and revamp its playoff format in 2027. Next year's campaign will kick off Victoria Day weekend, and the playoffs will now see 3 rounds before the Grey Cup game. Philadelphia Phillies manager Rob Thompson has been fired. The Sarnia, Ontario-born Thompson led that team to 4 straight playoff appearances. From the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.